What's up, guys? Welcome to Ramble 72. As most of you know, or at least those that were interested in the leagues video, I am on a pause. I am just a little burnt of the game mode currently, so yeah, apologies for that. You know, I uploaded 3 times, and I bet some of you were probably expecting like daily uploads for 6 weeks. And that just isn't the case. Unfortunately, I'm just not that kind of player that can. I think I already did a birdhouse. I can't even fucking remember. I just did my herbs. Yeah, I must have done a birdhouse already. I do want to show you guys something. I did get a Torva helm last night, and I want to briefly just show the clip because I was live last night on Twitch when I got it. So here it is, if you guys care. Nice. Oh my god! Oh, I got something. And that's exactly what I fucking wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh my god. Thank fucking Christ. Oh, that feels good. I feel like, you know when you feel cursed, you know? Anyway, yeah, kind of cringe. I looked away because I can't look at my own clips, but I did get the Torva helm last night, so just to show my next log for those that are unaware, I now have VAMs and the Torva helm. So I got the VAMs day 1 in a mass, and that was insane. 100 KC in a I must have been like 60 or 70 people, and it was like day 1 where the cap was 80, and there was a shit ton of people, and then I got by and I pulled VAMs, so that was crazy. Um, Torva full helm is, so in the clip I said that's exactly what I want. This really is, if I could have, I was talking about it last night, and I was thinking, like, if I could have only chosen 2 items from next, like if I could only choose 2, I would have literally chosen Vam Braces and the helm. I kid you not. Like, the Vam Braces are fucking huge for anything range, and the helmet is literally all I needed to continue back at Sarachnis, because my Sarachnis gear layout, literally, like, I have to have mage defense, so I use this, and so full Torva would never work at Sarachnis, but the helmet's fucking amazing. And part of the reason the helmet's amazing is because I'm actually maintaining the same max hit. As you can see, I have the Fury. I maintain the same max hit as if I was wearing a Nade is Not face guard and a Torture, except, here, I'll just actually pull them out real quick so you can see. Bank this. So as you see, like, yeah, I have plus 15 crush, and plus 16 melee strength, and plus 3 mage defense. This is kind of what we're looking at, I guess. Or I guess not really the crush, but the prayer. So like prayer, strength, and mage defense. That's what I really care about at Sarachnis. Of course, you know, crush accuracy is great for the mace. But then when you switch to this, you maintain the same max hit. So as you see, it's 16. So you might be thinking, like, what is the point of, you know, like, maintaining the same max? Like, what's the big deal? So big deal is, like, I get, as you see, plus 10 mage defense, which is actually fucking huge because it's not all about just DPS, DPS, DPS at Sarachnis. It's about maintaining a good trip, and I get 1 additional prayer bonus. So I did kind of forget how fucking powerful this Nade is Not face guard is, by the way. Like, if you see it, if you look at them alone, like, this helmet has -2 magic, where this one has plus 3 for some fucking reason. This helmet, when it first came out, I thought it was the most busted thing. It literally has no negatives. Like, what kind of fucking melee helmet has no negatives? You know what I mean? And prayer, which is insane. So, I mean, this helmet would still have just worked great, but the cool thing is with the Fury is, here, let me actually just switch this out real quick so you can see the difference. The cool thing about the Fury in this setup is that I can switch out to a Blood Fury. So in the future, for like my Thieving XP, I need to do a lot of Elves, of course, but I also need to do a bunch of Vire Thieving. Because what I want to do is get a good amount of Blood Furies, and basically how my Sarachnis trips would go is, like, I would go to Sarachnis, use my normal supplies, and then as soon as I'm out of supplies and I don't have a clue at that point, then I would start using the Blood Fury. And so just a really simple swap to it, because of, like, if I was using the face guard and a Torture and then I brought the Blood Fury, I would lose a max hit. But because I have the Torva helm, I can just freely switch between each, and I don't actually lose anything. So you might be thinking like, what's the point of that? But the point is to just make it as most efficient as possible, to stay in Sarachnis as long as possible, because it takes a minute to get there. And so you want to extend your trips as long as possible, basically, to be the most efficient. And yeah, so I kind of want to have a lot of Blood Fury charges. That having Blood Furies is not, it's not efficient to go out of your way to get Blood Fury charges. But if you're going to look at it in a macro sense of like getting Thieving XP, you might as well just thieve Vyres or Elves, and that's what I'll be doing. So I'm pretty sure, actually. I don't know what the Thieving EHP rate is. I think it's artifacts with like blowing glass, which is just absurd. I think it's like 500k. But I'm pretty sure Vyres is like close to 300k Thieving XP an hour if you're using everything and being efficient and stuff. So I do want to do a lot of that thieving. I hate it, but I want to do it. And I probably won't do much right now and in the like foreseeable future. But I don't know. I'm really just holding out hope that they make it so you could left click pickpocket. Seriously, I'm like the biggest advocate for that. I fucking hate that you have to right click Vyres and right click Elves every fucking time you want to pickpocket. And I know some people are like, just use a different fucking shady client that'll get you banned maybe, or probably not. But I can't do that. I'm a streamer, and also it's part of my code to not cheat. So I can't cheat. Part of my code. No, but I have been banned before for cheating, and I made a decision years ago that I would never even like step on that line of maybe I'd get banned, maybe I wouldn't. So I don't even cross that line or even get close to it. So yeah, unfortunately, pickpocketing is just a pain in the ass. A lot of people can just do it because they have this fucking client. They just left click, so it makes it a lot easier. But I'm kind of holding out to see if Jagex will ever do that for their actual client. Anyway, pretty fucking huge, the Torva full helm. I do want to go back to Corp, but I cannot go back to Corp until I get full Torva. So I've made that my kind of goal, is to actually use full Torva during the kill at Corp. And who knows how it'll go. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll just be fine, because I've actually done full Bandos kills. And they're a little like shaky because some of the time you just take a shit ton of damage. Because it's just like random, like Corp can just randomly hit you back-to-back 40s, you know, in a very short period of time. So it's a little scary using metal armor there, but I think it'll be worth it. And I'm gonna have to see, but I don't know if it's worth it to like BGS mid-kill, because Corp is slowly regenning during the entire kill. So by the end, I mean, at the start of the kill, Corp's magic level's at 0 or 1. And then by the end of the kill, it's at like 25. And 25 magic level is pretty fucking powerful. So what I'm almost thinking is like scrap the Sea Halley, which is a lot of DPS. And that's what I'm kind of curious of. I'm like, is it worth it to scrap the Sea Halley to use full Torva? As in get an additional, what is that, 10 strength bonus to replace the Sea Halley and do like a midway BGS spec? Because I don't know if that's worth it. Like, it might be. Somebody would have to, you know, calc it and everything and tell me. But that's kind of what I'm thinking, is using full Torva there. But we'll see. I might not even need to. Like, right now, I could honestly just go back to Corp, because I used to wear kind of a similar loadout to Sarachnis, where I just used mage defense and then a nice helmet, which I used to use this. So, I don't know. I'll kind of think about it. I don't really plan to go back to Corp, mainly because it's a shit ton of hours, and I might as well just get Torva beforehand, because Torva will at least be used for the BGS specking and stuff like that, which will in turn speed it up. I don't need to do it for the kill. Anyway, I'll kind of think about that, but yeah, we're taking a break from Corp until most likely I get full Torva. But yeah, getting that fucking Torva drop was insane, because at the end of the clip, I was mentioning something about like feeling cursed. I don't know if you guys ever feel that, where you're like, you're doing a boss and you're just like, you're seeing all your friends get a bunch of items and you're just not getting shit. You're seeing a lot of shit, but it's never going to you. It just feels like you're just never going to get anything. And that's how I was feeling. But of course, I've played this game long enough to understand that's not like, it's just like, there's no such thing as like the superstitious drop rates where it's like it's holding out on you. It's like, it's literally just numbers and statistics. It's like you put in enough time into the boss, you will eventually get something. And I try to look at it not as, oh, I have a 1 in 4 chance because there's 4 people in this room to get the drop. It's like, no, I just see it as I did 25% of the damage, let's say, on average per kill. So that means I'll have to go basically 4 times the drop rate for next, which is about, or 4 times like the actual drop rate, which is 1 in 53 right now. So I have to go about, 212 kills in a 4-man to see something. And I just understand that's the way it's going to work, is just keep putting in the time. Even if one of your teammates gets 3 items in a row, it doesn't matter. You're putting in your time and everything will work out in the end. And the biggest way I kind of, I don't know, like firsthand saw that, and now I understand it, is the mace grind. I never thought I'd get a fucking mace. It was at the point of just like, I'll never get this. That's literally how I felt. And then you get it, and you're like, okay, fuck. You get stuff. You just put in enough time, and you get it. So anyway, a little bit of preaching. Apologize, but anyway, I kind of want to talk today about. I mean, I guess we've already been talking about this stuff, but if you guys didn't know, Mod Aiza will be on the Sebe cast tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm premiering it tomorrow evening or premiering it on Wednesday morning, but I am very fucking excited to talk to Mod Aiza. So if you guys would like to, oops, I hit my mic again. If you guys would like to, down in the description of this video, you can click on the Twitter link, and pinned on my profile, so you literally just click on my profile and scroll down like 1 notch. You'll see this. If you want to offer a topic, we got a bunch of topics from a bunch of people in the community. Hey Jace was one as well. He offered a topic. Just a bunch of pretty big names up here that are giving topics. So if you have anything you wanted to ask Mod Aiza and you want it to be in the Sebe cast, most likely, just feel free. You can literally ask anything. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, that'll be happening. I am not leaking the guests that I have on for February yet. There also might be a bye week in February where I just take a week off of the Sebe cast, but yeah. The other thing is, I should have fucking wrote notes for this ramble. I swear to God, I have like things to talk about and then I just lose it. God damn it. Maybe if I just scroll through my bank, I'll see what I'm trying to talk about. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about clues. Because some of the time, like, I'll have these discussions with my stream and it doesn't translate over to YouTube. And so then I'll like mention things on my YouTube rambles or for Sabecast, and like people don't know what I'm talking about because they don't watch my stream often. And so I kind of want to just, for fun, talk about what we kind of theory crafted in my stream back on, I think it was Christmas Day. Excuse me. And I was basically asking, like, what would be the absolute best route to take if you wanted to fully complete every single tier of clue? Like, what would you do first, basically? Like, assuming you're a maxed Iron Man with just, or even a main at this point. Like, you could be a main, but I see it more as an Iron Man because, like, of the bosses you'd have to do to get the clues. And what we kind of came to the conclusion of was, people were saying, oh, you would just do Masters first. Like, just do Masters first, get all the third age from Masters, and then go to Elite and Hard, and then, like, Medium and Easy. Medium and Easies are pretty irrelevant. You do get passive Masters, which has a little bit to do with the route you would take. But for the most part, what we kind of figured out, and it's not for sure, but it's something we were all kind of talking about in the chat, was, like, you would basically have to do Elites first to get this log completed. So this is the normal Elite clue drops, not the third age, not any mega rares, but it would be like you would go for full Elite clue rate, which is really weird because that's literally what I'm doing, and I didn't actually think this was the absolute most efficient way. But I think what it is like you complete this log, and on the way, if you get any third age, that's great. And also Elites have a chance of giving a Mimic, which actually gives you the Master third age table. So an Elite casket can actually give you a pickaxe or an axe, or like Druidic, because of the Mimic. So I guess it's not actually the Elite casket, but it comes from the Mimic. But it is still an Elite. You never had to do a master per se. And so basically what you do is about 11,000 elites on average to complete this log. And then what you would do is switch to masters. So this is the kind of interesting thing is like, at what point do you stop doing masters? And I think what it really comes down to is actually just fully completing pickaxe, axe, and the druidic set. And by doing all that, you probably will have completed a lot of other third age pieces, if not all. So, but that would, I think, be the most efficient route, is to like basically get the master uniques, and then what you would do is move on to hards. And unfortunately, it's really hard to say like when do you exactly move on, because we were thinking like, oh well, you know, why wouldn't, well, I guess one thing you could do is complete medium and easy, but that is like so irrelevant. Like that's so fast compared to like completing masters. I guess what you would do is actually do medium and easy though, and get and use those passive masters toward this. Hards are a bit different. You wouldn't go out of your way to complete all the hard third age. You would exclusively do masters, and then if these were all filled out, the master ones, then what you would do is complete the remaining hard clue third age. And it was just kind of fun to theory craft and kind of see like what would be the absolute best route to take. And I think that's kind of what we decided was just you finish the normal elite log, you get all the passive masters from it, because you cannot get, I keep clicking on the wrong thing, you cannot get tuxedo from any other fucking casket. There's no way. So you have to do elites. And then after all of these normal ones are completed, then you would go to master, and then you'd go to hard to finish up if necessary. And the medium and easy you could do whenever and use those passive masters to do the master grind. Anyway, it's kind of fun to talk about. If you guys have any additional information about it, if you've ever theory crafted what the best route would be, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Cool thing about an Iron Man is like you would literally do it all through Sarachnis, which is insane. Because like Sarachnis, as of right now, 2022, this is January, this is literally the best way to get hards, elites, and master clues on an Iron Man. Like, by far. It's better than everything, by far. Like, it's insane, actually. And you might think, oh, it's a 1 in 40 from Sarachnis to get a hard clue. Why don't I just barrage jellies? The reason you don't barrage jellies is because hard clues are literally 0 time at Sarachnis, meaning they literally take no time to get, because you're at Sarachnis for the elite clue, which can be turned into a master, or just you can just do the elite itself. But the fact that that is the absolute fastest way to get an elite clue right now makes it so if there's any other clue on the table, they are actually 0 time, because there's no other way you would, like, there's no other reason to go out of your way to do hard clues, basically. Like, because you might as well just use all the passive ones you get from Sarachnis. So it's really interesting how powerful this boss is when you really think about it. And I don't think many people know how fucking insane this boss is for Iron Man with clues. I know Jai High knows. In fact, let me just pull that up real quick. This is, for those that don't know, I think I've mentioned it in a ramble, but I can't be totally positive. Jai High actually passed my Sarachnis KC, and I didn't actually think that would actually ever happen. And the reason I thought that wouldn't happen is because I thought I'd actually keep doing Sarachnis instead of going on little tangents like Nightmare and then Corp and now Next and then Raids 3 potentially. But as you see, he is at 30,000. And you might be wondering, why the fuck is he doing 30,000 Sarachnis? He has all pets. I don't know if he has next pet yet, but like as of a month ago, he had all pets except for Bloodhound. And you know what he did? He went to fucking Sarachnis, like you're supposed to do, and he started grinding out the clues to get his Bloodhound. So I'm not sure exactly where he is with that, but yeah, he's been grinding his ass off. He's probably at Nightmare or at Next right now, which means he's kind of like plateaued because he's been around 30k for a while now. Anyway, cool thing is I can go back to Sarachnis. It is a little bit still demotivating because Pulse 76 hasn't come out, which has fixed third age rates, unfortunately. So I still don't get as much joy out of grinding the boss because I can't just open my caskets immediately. I have to just stack them for the, who God knows how long. It's already been like, what, 8 months. So, but I can do it, and I will, get this higher. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how I feel about it, but like this game is always evolving. With it, I mean, who knows? Maybe in 6 months there's just a new boss Jagex comes out with that's better elites or better hard clues. Or I mean, it would have to entail elite. It would have to be best in slot elites for it to even be better than Sarachnis, because Sarachnis does have hards that are 0 time. But like, they could literally just come out with a boss that now makes elites one every half hour, and so I don't know. Doing these other side goals, people are like, just do Sarachnis, but it's like, I might as well, if I do have things to do, like other goals like Corp and Next, I might as well go out of my way now to do those, just in case something does come out that's better for clues. Because those bosses I have to do inevitably. Sarachnis I don't have to do inevitably. It's just, that is the means to an end right now to get clues. That could change at any point in the future. So, again, I've said this many times. Sarachnis is not what I care about. Clues are what I care about. Sarachnis is a means to an end. Sarachnis is the best place to get clues. But if ever Sarachnis were to not be best for clues, I can't kill it anymore. But I love Sarachnis, to be honest. Like, if it weren't for the clues, I wouldn't like Sarachnis. But because of all it offers, the loot and just the chillness of the boss, it's a really fun and engaging boss, and I actually like that it's the meta currently. The only issue I have is that this fucking walk to the Forthos dungeon is just stupid. You have to teleport to the Xerix Talisman and then run all the way down to over here, and then run all the way over here, slash 4 webs, and then go to Sarachnis. I have been thinking, how cool would it be? You guys will have to let me know in the comments. How cool would it be to have a Forthos amulet? Forthos dungeon amulet. I just realized, that looks really cool. I just realized, is this supposed to be like a yin-yang symbol right here? Like, look at that. I mean, I know it's a little bit more squarish, but like, I don't know why that just caught my eye. Anyway, I was thinking, how cool would it be to have a Forthos amulet? You know how there's like the Xerix Talisman and some other dungeon amulets. How cool would it be if like you open the grubby key over here, or the grubby chest with grubby keys, and you have like a 1 in 200 chance or something of getting a Forthos amulet. And what you do, I think what would thematically fit pretty well is like you charge the amulet, not with lizardman fangs like you do with the Xerix Talisman, but with red spider eggs. So every red spider egg would be another teleport. Maybe you'd have to use 10 spider eggs or something for one charge. Something that's a little bit more, I don't know, not as easy to obtain. But I think it would be really cool to have a teleport right here next to that Wanderer. And just have a little teleport right here that sends you right to this area. I know that's like straight up Sebe agenda, because I would benefit off it probably the most of anybody. But I don't know. Like, if you just ignore the fact that it's benefiting me, because some people just fucking hate anything that would benefit me and like I make an agenda for it. But like, just try to not think about that for the haters out there. Would that be a cool idea to have a little dungeon teleport? Because this dungeon is really cool, and it's just like kind of a bitch to get to all the time. There's also a hard clue step right here. And for those clue Andes, a little Xerix Talisman, or not a Xerix Talisman, a little Forthos Talisman right here could be really convenient to go do that little dig spot as well. So anyway, I know it's a Sebe agenda. You guys are probably like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. But I think that'd be kind of cool. And I think similar dungeon teleports like that would be awesome. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of just rambling at this point. By the way, last night I did get a BCP. I was doing the Bofa method. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm going to show this real quick for those that haven't seen it. GE Challenge made a... What the fuck? Okay, so if I type in GE Challenge with a space, it goes to fucking flipping old school, but without a space, I go here. So this is the video that GE Challenge came out with, and it is actually fucking insane. So a lot of you have already seen this. This has like 17,000 views. But pretty much all you have to do is run in a straight line back and forth at Bandos. And this is the method I used off stream when I ended last night. I was just doing the melee method just because I love the melee method. It's still a lot of fun. But this is just absurd. you don't even need blood barrage or anything. You just use your fucking thralls, and then you use bones to peaches and eat any food you get from the kill. Like, the most damage I think I ever took in a kill was like 50. And I just got a little bit unlucky. But, like, you literally just go back and forth, red-click the altar, and then red-click the door on the way back. And you're just flinching Bandos nonstop. It is insane. So, you know what? I'm going to have this in the description of the video as well. So, if you guys want to know how to do this, it's fucking amazing. If you have any plan to do Bandos and you have a Bofa, or any 4-tick range weapon, or any 4-tick mage weapon, you can literally use... Or, no, wait. You can't do a 4-tick mage weapon. I take that back because it would rely on flinching, and mage attacks can splash, which would ruin the flinching. So, yeah. Anyway, he has the way how to, like, start it from an instance and everything, and fixing mistakes. It's really fucking cool. GE Challenge is a fucking genius. This is, like, just insane. Just go in a fucking line back and forth. Anyway, insane. So that's how I got my BCP last night, and then I turned it into Bandosian components, and I made my Torva full helm. So I would have just replaced one of the ones I already had, but I wanted to just make sure whatever piece I do get, that's the one I'm replacing. And people were asking me, you only have one set of tacits, one set of BCP? This is not even all I have. This is all post log, but I've had a lot more than this. And like I've had, no, I only have had 2 hilts, I guess, but I've had like 6 tacits and shit. But I drop over all my dupes. And so my bank video from last month, you know, my bank video I think was at like 7 bill or something like that. That is because I drop over everything. Like, I know it doesn't show here, but I've had two T-bows. You know, I've had a plethora of like duplicate drops, but I just drop them over. So usually it's fine because it just pays for my bonds and everything. Now that I'm a content creator, Jagex pays for my bonds on this account. Maybe I shouldn't have leaked that, but I've always just enjoyed just having money on the alt that I can give away bonds to you guys and do fun stuff. But it does come back to bite you occasionally when you need to go back and you realize that some dupes were probably essential, or not essential, but just would have been really nice to have. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up the ramble here. I'm going to go do probably a little bit of next with the boys. I might be live later tonight. So if you guys want to follow my Twitch stream, down in the description as well. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I hope you guys are grinding hard. Let me know what you're doing. I know I asked that a lot in the rambles, but I am genuinely curious what you guys are up to in game. I don't always reply, but I read every single comment. So feel free to let me know what you guys are doing, what your goals are, what you're hoping for this year and stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.